Okay. Yeah, I think I'm live. So, welcome to the live stream, everyone. I have Troy with me, although he's probably not going to talk much. Just gonna open this up real quick. So, yeah. I am live. We're going to do another Minecraft live stream. I'm just going to switch back to PC because this is the PS4. So, one thing that's a bit different is I have a texture pack on here that is the city texture pack mixed with a shader instead of just the regular old city texture pack with no shader. I'm just gonna pretend I did not see that. Looks like we got a pool right here. This is a house that Troy was working on. He's right there. Guess we can take a look around his house real quick. He still needs to go back and put light switches that are closer to the ground. There's only one small suggestion I'm gonna make for this. You can talk, by the way. So one small suggestion I want to make is I would use a material at the base and I would go down further if possible. And then I would also make this a bit bigger because, you know, claustrophobia exists.
Oh yeah, I did mean to extend that so I could actually like jump up on the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then let's put a trapdoor on it so we have a lid. Makes it a little more realistic rather than just a random hopper that comes out of the floor. I'll worry about setting up the pipe later. Is there another bathroom in this house, or is it just that one?
Yeah, there is. It's upstairs, you know, with the
occupied.
Yeah.
Throne. So, yeah, right when you walk down into the basement, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, actually, that goes into the next room. I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, route the pipe. Cause, like, I don't want you to, like, suddenly, like, walk into a wall as soon as, like, you come down here. We'll have to worry about that later. So, yeah, if you do like my shader thing, I don't know, I'm still trying to get used to it. The custom shader for the city texture pack, if you like it, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Right, we're gonna go ahead and finish the house that we started last time. I will also have to show you guys what I ended up doing with that 2015 house that was absolutely garbage until I fixed it. Now it looks like the 2018 renovations I did on some 2014 houses that were actually also, like, were saving, weren't really good at first. I mean, I like them more, to be honest, just because they were simple. Like, they didn't have any windows for the most part and stuff like that. And over the years, they've just gotten better and better. Whereas with the 2015 house, it was a big house at the time, and it just never really had style. wasn't really meant to have style, you know, other than just old and kind of trying to fit in with the other houses. But I think the other houses pulled off the old look really well just by being basic, you know, nothing to it really. Granted, they didn't even have roofs, whereas the other one did. But yeah, this house is gonna be done as soon as I finish the windows. And then I also got to do the interior. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit right here. We're gonna switch over to PS4. And we are going to fly over to the other corner that is opposite where I am. So up to the left or right, and then forward in front of me. So, you know, that way we can just do a command real quick to fill in all of the floors. Now, I should probably do myself a favor and move up a bit to like right here. Do I have a map? Where is my map? Oh, whoops. Okay. So I'm just going to sit right here. And then what I'm going to do on the PC is do /fill. I'm going to look down at this block specifically. /fill -391 for -427 -399 for -445. We're going to do planks for replace air. So basically we only fill in the air. We don't actually replace the other stuff. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go right here and we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to use that coordinate. And you can probably see me on the screen over there. So /fill, -379 for -434, -399 for -445. Planks for replace air. So now when we switch back to PC, we can now see that our entire house is now filled in. Just about. I still have to do the kitchen and I still have to do the garage. This garage is going to be a bit different because usually I bring the garage all the way back this way. I could still do that, you know, just like that, but then we would lose some kitchen space. So we're going to go ahead and just not worry about the garage as much. We're going to focus more on the kitchen. Because I think this house should have a bigger kitchen. Some of the other kitchens are kind of small in the area. I think there should be just an option for a bigger kitchen. In fact, there are bigger houses in the world that have smaller kitchens than what we're going to do here. So, yeah. Some of those houses need to be upgraded, and that was kind of the intent at one point for, I know, one of them. I on purpose made it smaller so that way you'd renovate it into having a bigger or you'd renovate another part of the house so it would have a bigger kitchen on the bigger part of the house. And then, yeah, I don't know, I was just trying to go for like a modified look with it. Where is, what block do I want to use? I can use diorite or something. Let's do this. Wherever it went. Where'd it go? Let's try this. So this is white terracotta. Seems like a solid material. Now I might do a replace on this to change it to a darker color. It's kind of hard to see just because of the shader. So what we can do to kind of see what it really looks like, we can just use the PS4 as a reference. So yeah, my shader is definitely making this part brighter and this part darker by a lot. But a normal player is going to see this, and I'm still going to build my world optimized for basic city texture pack, no shaders or anything. And it's going to kind of be up to the client to figure out which shader looks the best to them. But I got to still build stuff that pretty much it's up to you, you know. If I build everything for one shader and someone comes on with a completely different shader, then chances are it's going to look bad for them because it's going to look so good for me. And yeah, it's kind of like how hardware and stuff, you have to make programs for lower end stuff. Otherwise, everyone's going to have exactly what you have. So I might change it just because the whole house is a white color. Technically this isn't white, but it's so darn close. Whereas this is actual white terracotta. But I think we can just leave it for now. Let's go back to here. I'm going to change the time of day because I think it's super bright out right now. I'm going to change it to sunset. Actually, I think that might have made it worse. Let's try morning. Nope, that's even worse. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Still no difference. Oh well. Can't really see what's going on in here, so we'll just put some torches right there for now. And we can kind of see what it really does look like. I know regular torches give it like this orange look that I am not really a huge fan of. So yeah, let's go ahead and put in the spruce logs. I'm going to switch angles so we can still see what we're dealing with. And I just want to see what you're up to. Troy, what are you doing?
Doing sewer things and following the sewer and seeing where it ends up after I connected it to my downstairs.
Yeah, it's basically going to go all the way to the end of that. Hold on, go back. It's going to go all the way down there. It's going to make a left. Then it's going to go all the way down, make another left. And it's going to go all the way to the plant. And on my live stream, the way I'm turning my crosshair is actually right over where it ends up. Now, don't break the don't break the sewer, and besides, there's houses and stuff that connect to it. So like, make sure you're reattaching the houses.
I am.
Oh, and don't try not to touch that one especially, because that goes to all my stuff.
Okay.
Like my house has like multiple. It used to have multiple hookups onto the main line outside, but no, I think I ended up making it so it's all connected to one pipe that goes to the main one. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the camera angle here while I work on this, because I don't know, just trying to change things up, I guess.
You've thrown one or two things through this system.
Yeah. Did you find something?
Oh, I found a lot of things. I'm at the chest now.
Yeah. Yeah, on my screen it's a bit different from what you guys are seeing, so that's why I'm kind of like questioning things a little bit. And then yeah, I thought there was like a door right there. I'm gonna put the bathroom door right here. And then I'm gonna put this door right here. I don't know. I mean, I like the reshade, but I'm just having a hard time trying to like it. Like, I think it just messes with it too much. And it's not even a bad shader. Like, I know it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just... I don't know. I want to keep using it because it makes the world look really, really good at some points, and that's kind of what I want to see, but at the same time, it's like really... like, it's kind of difficult. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put in windows right here. Oh my gosh, if I can actually get the right part. So yeah, let's just put this right here. I think it's almost done. It's looking really nice now. Alright, so we're gonna go around and just look at everything real quick from the PS4's view. And we can also go outside real quick and take a look. So yeah, we're gonna just stick this right here. And then let's go take a look at PC real quick. So here's kind of a look at everything. So yeah, I think it looks really, really, really good. Now the next thing is, let's go ahead and put in some glass right here, preferably dark glass. Let's just do the whole thing like that. There we go.
Hey, do you know my address is at this house?
Hold up. Teleport me to Troy. Huh?
Do you know what my address is up here?
15. Give me a minute. 14. 13. This one should be 12. So 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Hold on, let me just double check this. 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because 23 used to be right here. There used to be a 23. It was a long, long time ago.
So 19.
Yeah, and your EST year is going to be not 1990. I guess they were planning like this part of the neighborhood before this part. I don't know, the lower house numbers were built more recently than that one. I'll just have to look at your house and figure it out. I don't know, 1993 looks kind of accurate to me in terms of like, when I think of 93, what do I think of? I think of a house that looks nice, but it's kind of getting on the older side. I mean, 90 is right there. I don't know, we could do like 97 or something. It also depends on when I want this one to be built. Although this one looks a lot newer. It looks like maybe a 2002 or a 2007 house. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of the lore behind it. I'm not really like an architect, you know, or architectural like, you know, expert or anything like that. But yeah, this house was always 1990, so I could either change it and make it more modern, but I don't know, this house just looks older than even, you know, the 90 house. So I think it's kind of generous if I put something newer. But then again, that one was renovated.
How about 87?
I mean, it could pass as an 80s house. I don't know if it really looks that old. Let's go ahead and just put a sign on it, though. Oh, I'm just like hitting the
No, I don't think
buttons like. I guess 92 won.
Okay. Also, I also have a little hidden sign on the property with the day it was made down here. A little hard to read, but yeah. I don't know if you want rid of that or not, but
Bury it.
myself. Like bury it just in the front yard somewhere.
No, like around the house. Like, heck, you know what you could do? Wait, what's right here? That's your bathroom. So, probably not right here necessarily. I don't know, that glowstone is just so hard to look at. I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't even know what's over there. You could stick it like here. Stick it oh, is this for your sewer?
Yeah. I was planning the route. I already have the hoppers laid down, so it could go down there next to where
Okay,
the sewer
well,
connection is.
no. I was just gonna say, like, stick it like right there. Well, on the dirt, sort of. Like here, let me mine that. Yeah, that way if someone breaks your house, I forgot it puts whatever on, or I forgot that the signs are like live updating.
What is that, 616?
Just put day of build or something. Build date. I don't know.
Hold on, I need to think about what this month is. June. What has happened so far this June? Oh,
No, that was May. Don't even go there anyway.
happened at the end of May.
That was at the end of May, and get that off the sign. I don't want to get demonetized. What doesn't look good with the lighting? I just don't like how harsh the glowstone is. But please do not put references to that. Like, that's just a completely unrelated topic, and I don't think it should be discussed on here. Like, it is too controversial to talk about.
I don't know what else I really need to do besides light switches.
Maybe finish putting carpet in your house. You missed some. You missed. Well, you forgot this and this, so I did that.
Color is this light gray?
And I get it. You probably don't want to carpet your bathroom, but you should also probably change the floors to something else. So now I have Alt 2. By the way, my computer broke. Hello, what doesn't, oh yeah, I already read that. Okay, so enough with this house. So let's look at it in the regular, like the regular city pack, real quick. In case you guys just want to see it, like if you were to join without the reshade, what would it look like? Well, this is what we're dealing with. It's a different design from what I'm usually doing. Obviously the lighting is a lot more normal looking. Not natural and realistic necessarily, but it just looks more normal for the game. So yeah, I don't know, if I had my own custom shader pack, I would find something that's less harsh on, or I would make something that's a little less harsh on the eyes. Soft, or maybe instead of like warmer colors, I would try to stay cooler colors, or stick with cooler colors, and just something more relaxing. So let's go back to PC.
Yo, homie.
What?
You should check out my shower. This thing's bonkers. Follow. That's it.
Yeah, so here's how I used to do showers. Do you want to see old-timey, or do you want to see modern with the old system kind of adapted to it?
I guess either.
Because I have one house in this world that has its original bathroom in it. One house. Because everything else has been renovated or updated. This one, on the other hand, it comes right out of the era of 2014. Are you behind me?
No, I have no idea where you went. I'm next to a bunch of skyscrapers or something. I don't know where I am.
There's just one house that still has its original bathroom, like I said, so here it is. It's up here. Now, this did catch fire several years ago, so I just never fixed it. But this is what a bathroom used to look like in a mansion. You had your sinks. You had your glowstone going around it. Here's the legacy shower system. You had one for the door. And basically this piston kept the water above it. Now, I had to adapt to this because the sad fact is the only way to block water with a piston, and I'm talking just a piston. The only way to do it is to basically put the water on the side, so that way the side with the stripes pushes up against the water, holding it in place, because water now just falls right through a piston if you put it above it like this. Oh, and here is a legacy bathroom toilet. We were going for shape and realism. Now I get it's a little big.
So, pre-hopper sewer system.
Pre-hopper. Yeah, I mean, this is just pre-sewer system, straight up. When I introduced the sewer system, we switched over to hoppers. Because that's the only way to interact with your toilet to make it functional, because it's not just for decoration. It's actually able to serve a purpose. Like, what if you're in survival one day and you have a bunch of stuff you want to get rid of? How are you supposed to get rid of it? You're in survival. And there's no lava. So I created a system that can also serve a purpose.
Actually, my neighbor's house has lava.
Yeah, you don't have the key to that neighbor's house, by the way.
I can hop the fence.
Again, you don't have the key to their house. They have all iron doors and rely on a key system. How do you get in? There are no windows to smash because you don't even have the build perm or the mine perm. Yeah, you can only use stuff. The only way to get rid of stuff would be the hopper. Besides, every single house since 2015 is supposed to have support for it, and if it doesn't, well, that's kind of an issue.
Whoopsies.
It's okay, we can always adapt. I've been able to adapt pretty much any house to it, so this one is not going to stump me. Okay, let's... I'm just following it. I'll probably put all this stuff back. Occupied. So where's the toilet in here?
Where?
This. The bathroom.
There isn't one in there. It's like half a bathroom.
Okay, but it's not a bathroom without a toilet.
Oh, it's more of a...
An actual bath.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you have a sink?
So you can clean up. You can, like, maybe you're done cooking in the kitchen right next door, and you just want to come clean your hands real quick. Oh, actually, there's gonna be a sink in the kitchen. I don't know.
I was gonna say, why don't you... And then put a toilet right there. We can figure that out. We can always go into the kitchen, and we can just put something, like for instance,
fridge.
Well, not even that.
No, that'll actually work. Hold on. Let me go get a hopper.
You could put a fridge right there. That's gonna mess this up. You know what? Just forget it. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be too bulky to the point where you're just not gonna want to bother with it. Dude, I'm telling you, you're not gonna want to do this.
Well, I can open up underneath because I need to get somewhere.
You know, I have an even better idea. Why don't you just run it into the wall somehow? We'll put a single upright piece right here so it doesn't really obstruct the kitchen so much. And we'll just bury it in the wall. I do this on my house. Here, come here. It almost just looks like a structural support system now. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, you put the hopper here, it goes in, it goes down. Meanwhile, it's hidden from the kitchen.
What's under this?
That's your wall, so we're going to put it basically...
And it'll go over to here, since this will be covered by the beam going down.
No, it'll come over to not this, not quite that, but it'll come over just enough that it can then go down. Or you can just go straight down. It's your choice. But I'd rather, like, hide it. What happened to my live stream?
Up. Yeah, you're in the pause menu right now.
Okay. Yeah, it said my stream went offline. That's why I was confused. Like, the screen just shows black and white lines. I'm going to Apple in a couple of days. Well, you have an Apple computer?
It's disgusting.
What?
Having a Mac.
I mean, I'm a PC person, so it would make sense for me to agree with that, but at the same time, it's not like the best thing to just flat out say on a stream. Naturally, I'd agree with it, but I'm not gonna like flat out say it on stream because that could like not be very good. So in your bedroom, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another upright, and that's gonna allow me to safely route it down. I'm live. I'm actually live, so make sure that you're not saying things that are gonna like.
I get it. No,
It's not Twitch, it's YouTube.
same difference.
Different platform, therefore different rules. Whoa, 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 wrong one, wrong one. Oh, what? You're routing it all the way over there? Dude, I was actually making you like a way to route it.
There's redstone in the way.
Over there, but what about over here? Not here. Here. I meant down and then just straight like underneath this. Oh, that's your floor.
We're just playing Minecraft.
We're working on Jaguar City.
Alright. I'm gonna go. See ya.
Wait, you don't want to play?
I'm gonna miss you.
Bruh.
Hey, I'm just gonna connect it this way.
Wait, you don't want to play Jaguar City? Oh, you're not Ryan. I'm live on YouTube, so like, watch what you say.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
There, we crammed a toilet into your... Okay, look. Why don't you put the bathtub downstairs?
Because I have a shower downstairs.
We'll put a bathtub down there, because this is just too small. Otherwise, what is over here that you could possibly need extra room for? Like, can't you just get rid of that? And, like, make this your bathtub right here?
But this dude right here is pretty important. So the bathtub can be in these 4 spots, or those spots. Instead of here. Which just gives one
Why
more
don't you
room
just
space.
move him downstairs into your bedroom so you can always look at him when you wake up? There we go. That looks better. And then all you have to do is get rid of this. There you go. You got even more room now. Now, I don't want to, like, break a line, but...
Quite easy to fix. Oh, wait, no.
How
that's
did
an
you...
issue.
How did you redstone...
Yeah, that's connected to the lights outside.
up in your roof? Well, all you have to do is just disconnect it.
Yeah, run redstone over here. Oh, should
Well,
probably
wherever the...
swap lamps come on.
Mainly trying to get the lamp itself. There, just power all of those lights. There you go. And then, how do you fill up the bathtub again? You just make the stairs like that? Here, I'm gonna slightly change it. I don't know if you like that more or not, but looks fine.
Pretty sure that's exactly what I had.
You might have had quartz.
Oh, yeah, I might have. I don't know.
This mic is really ass. Am I allowed to say that?
Don't say anything that's gonna get me demonetized. don't go overboard with anything.
Alright, got it.
I mean, I'll say the F word occasionally, but I don't think it's worthy of like demonetizing me because I don't do it enough. I don't even think it's worthy of like I don't know. This is like a completely like different topic, I guess, but no, when I was setting up the ads for my last live stream, I said the F bomb like barely. So I just went ahead and said, you know what? Look, if you're going to be sensitive about it, like you probably shouldn't even be offering ads in the first place. Or offering the ability to advertise your product to YouTube. Like you should be saying, nope, you can't show that ad on YouTube at all. You know? People are just so sensitive. Like they think, oh, well, because this ad is on this video, it must somehow represent, when it really doesn't. It's just random. Like I can't help that, you know, a Pepsi ad showed up on my YouTube channel. So if I drop the F-bomb, like the F-bomb has nothing to do with Pepsi. That's because, you know, you like Pepsi. They found out that you like Pepsi, so they're using targeting ads to try to sell you Pepsi. That has nothing to do with me dropping the F-bomb.
What about Beppis?
I don't even know what you're talking about, so... What are you talking about?
Beppis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, no, go ahead and tell me, because, again, I'm very particular with what people say on my channel.
Beppis.
We don't want that.
Think about it. Pepsi. Beppis. See, when I explain it, it's just terrible.
Yeah, we know.
Then maybe you don't need to say it. Again, just watch what you say.
Oh, that was an oopsie. Oh, that doesn't work.
If I look in a mirror and watch my mouth.
Yeah, just make sure that you're not going to get me demonetized. Which, by the way, I'm still live.
Wait, Ryan, can you hear me?
Now I need to find a way to build a car.
Let's try to stick with 3-block style because 4 is weird. 5 is, if you know what you're doing, you can make 5 work. But try to keep it 3 blocks wide.
Model cars.
I'll just build you a 1-seater.
Okay.
It'll look kind of like a race car. Let me see if I remember how to do it. So you take quartz. We'll do smooth because I don't care about texture. Oh yeah, your
Okay.
garage is gonna make it off center. What?
Someone's being a dick in your chat.
What did I say about, you know, watching mouths?
What did I say?
D-I-C-K.
Oh, someone's being a disc in your...
There we go. Monetization. Woo.
Where?
They said your ass.
Where? Where?
In the chat.
What chat?
I don't know.
YouTube?
I don't even know what he's talking
your,
about.
yeah, your YouTube.
There's nothing in there that says that, unless you're like on a different video. In that case, I don't care.
Okay, what about now?
This must not be refreshing because I don't see it.
You know, oddly enough, I don't see it either.
Maybe it's because that word is censored.
Wait, you joining? No, but it's not. Right. You joining?
Perhaps I censored the word, so...
How many people are watching?
Two.
Two people?
And I need Ryan to join my fucking game.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. we can't have him. He's terrible at this.
Ryan.
I swear, if that makes it get demonetized, even though I know I said it in my last live stream a few times, but if that particular one actually does get caught and it demonetizes this entire live stream, you're gonna pay me instead of the company. You're gonna pay me for the
That's
views.
$100 per view, pal.
Not quite $100 per view, probably a few cents per view, but hopefully it'll start adding up.
Nope, $100.
Fine, $100.
I ain't paying no $100.
Well then, don't demonetize me.
Ryan, join me.
No.
You're not joining me on Rainbow?
Oh,
You're
no, I'm
playing
trying to
Rainbow
do
Six
something.
Siege without me.
Alright, then I'll go play Raid myself.
Wait a minute, I'm still trying to figure out this wing thing.
You didn't invite me.
Wait, you're playing Rainbow with me?
Well, there's
We'll play
that,
Rainbow, too.
and then you can just kind of go
I'm
like
playing
that.
Rainbow. And I'm gonna mute my mic.
I don't know, there's a car.
I call it the Subaru. Hold on, I can improve upon it.
Let me get an anvil for the motor. Okay, that just made it look like a lot worse, not gonna lie.
Bro, I got a new keyboard and mouse today, Kale.
Nope.
I'm so hyped.
But just like that.
Yo, Kale, you know what the Razer Ortna Chrome? Sick. I'm used to this. Ryan, I think I carried you guys last game. Wait, how many kills did you get? You had 5, right?
I don't know, there's your car, I guess.
Alright, that's not bad, that's not bad. Just me with 12 kills.
Funny.
Yeah, no, right. Bro, I'm very mad that... Yeah, I almost did, but...
Anyway, I moved them out because they have nothing to do with this. They're just not even caring that I'm live. So, anyway, those were because you two are not like participating in the live stream other than just talking.
I would like to be a part of this by listening to this beautiful content.
You can be a part of it by actually joining the world. That is it.
It's creative, though.
Then don't. You see, the other thing is I like to have a reputation on YouTube where I don't look like an utter... I'm gonna have to mute my mic. Cool. Now everything should be back on track. Okay, so Troy, what did you do outside to the garage door? You put item frames on it?
Yeah, it ended up looking pretty ugly, so I took that off.
Okay. What is this though?
A swing set, can't you tell? Like, look at all the fun I'm having.
And what about that?
It was supposed to be a tire swing, but that's kind of difficult to make in Minecraft, believe it or not.
Bruh.
Clearly I failed if you're not sure what it is.
Yeah, I might be able to find a swing set that somebody else built like a long time ago. Let me see if I can guess the coordinates. So TP at S to, I think it's maybe 110 negative 200. Yeah, not that far off. Actually, hold on. No, it's this way. Took me a second to like figure out where I was exactly. No, I think somebody actually managed to make a swing set over here. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, no. So, it's not a swing set. Actually, no, I'll tell you what they did. So, underneath the ground, they put an animal. 2 animals. They had a post on other side. No. They had, yeah, that's what I was getting to. They had a post on either side of wherever the animal was. So we'll just say the animal on my live stream is like right here. They'll put a lead up here, a lead up here, attach it to the 2 animals, and then put a minecart in the middle of it. So that way it looks like the minecart is attached with leads. Now this right here actually looks really nice. Now, this water slide was more about function than style. It looks a little weird. So, yeah, I think I might have tweaked it a little bit, trying to make it look a little nicer. The tree is just really big. It needs leaves. It needs some, trimming up to kind of make it look like, it's not just a giant wall. But, I mean, other than that, like, the rest of this looks really nice. The umbrellas turned out really nicely. I really like them. I think that was something I did. Trying to, like, figure out what I want it to look like. This, I'm just going to change this to wood real quick. We can just borrow this. Nobody's going to care.
You know, I just attempted some sort of an umbrella, which I don't think it looks that bad, but it's very flat at the top. I might end up stealing that.
Yeah, I mean, this one's... This...
Box.
Yeah, no, let me show you how I used to do umbrellas. So actually, I have an example right over here. How convenient. So over here, I actually use slabs. And they're wood slabs. So you can change it to whatever material you want. The benefit, I would say, not much. It's just kind of a preference other than it looks more like a spread. Like, it looks more flat with the rounded texture. Or not texture, but like the rounded shape, where it kind of arcs like a real umbrella. But the foam, not the foam, the carpet blocks made of wool, whatever it is, I don't know. It's like 1 a.m. I'm getting tired. Actually, almost 2 a.m. So I'm getting really tired. They also turned out really well, but I mean, it's kind of just take your pick. So yeah, that's that. Let me see if there's any other like umbrellas or anything around this area. I know a lot of people used to live in these houses. I took down all the signs just because, nobody's really on anymore. Okay, so there's pink umbrellas and blue umbrellas and a green umbrella. Actually, no, I think this one's pink or magenta. This one's purple. That one's green. That one's blue. So it's like a a mix with the colors, but they're very basic umbrellas. They're not very wide. They're not very functional. They're just kind of like, I guess they're okay from a distance, just because you can't really tell anything about them. You know, from a distance, it just looks like a regular umbrella, but when you get closer, it's kind of weird. I'm just gonna delete this message because don't need to be rude. There's enough hate in this world, and there's enough controversy in this world. Putting in crap like that, not needed. Like, you're literally just wasting your keyboard's life trying to type out hate people. And it's not just him, it's just everyone. Every time you type on your keyboard some sort of hate message, you're just wasting its life, because in the end, it doesn't help anything. I get it, 50 million keystrokes per key. You know, how could you possibly run through all that with hate messaging? Well,
100.
100 million, whatever.
Do you think
I don't
this
know.
is Cherry MX?
Romer G, maybe. But, I mean, I use that. Okay, so is this the umbrella you're talking about?
Yeah.
Let
Well,
me
replaced
fix
with
it.
The one you were looking at.
I'm gonna fix it, because this is actually how I did mine. There we go, good as new.
Can I, please, my card, cooperate.
Oh, that's a little too far. You can't really move it.
You don't need to, it's fun enough.
There, I'm swinging, sort of.
I think that's just about enough for this lot, though. I mean, it literally has 3 toilets all going into the sewer. Oh, 2 toilets, and I connected the shower, too.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to fix your yard. Wait, what do you mean you connected the shower?
I mean, down at the bottom of the shower, I have that connected to the sewer system, too.
Why? Nobody does that.
Sometimes I like to bend the rules.
Anyway.
It doesn't look bad, and it has no negative effects, so who cares?
Well, speaking of things you need to do with this, probably not the best segue ever. Linus needs to help me with segues. Well, actually, I'm sorry, his writers, because, you know, Linus. He's a fake. Totally. Totally
That was
doesn't know
a
anything.
hilarious April Fool's joke.
It was.
But the funny thing is, it was an accident whenever they put it up on April 1st. It was the truth, but everyone took them as liars.
Oh yeah, if they released that on April 2nd, that would have been a catastrophe. They had to do it on April 1st. Oh, and Nvidia owns them. Let's see, Nvidia owns them. Their server room burned, although it actually did a little bit. Yeah. By the way, I actually don't use this fence for yards, usually. I mean, sure, you see a lot of it around here, but then again, I haven't really touched a lot of this in a long time. Haven't brought it to the modern age when it comes to fences. This is a modern fence. It debuted when NASCAR was still playing on here. It's basically, you have leaves. And you have a base made out of wood. Makes
You
it look
should
really
take
nice.
advantage of the lots next to mine, so I'm not like the lonely house at the end of the street.
So I on purpose filled those in because I just don't think I have anything else to put over here. I think I just need to put some trees in because this whole area got cut off and it's missing a lot of trees now.
Mostly referring to this one, and then the one that has like the base sort of set up.
No, yeah. Well, actually, I'm talking like from right here specifically, like right down this line. Negative 513 on the X, right? So negative 513 on the X, all the way to like negative. Oh, I have no idea. Let me see if I can find like maybe where things got cut off, and like where they start again. Couldn't be there. I mean, I could not tell you, to be honest. It's not that because this survived, but this didn't. Now, I think it's right around here, but then that would not explain why the tree survived. Oh, actually, it is. Actually, hold on. It is right here because this. No, hold on. This entire thing is flat. They're all like that. Now, when I prune the trees, I usually do it along here. So like this would get cut, and anything that way would get cut, and it would just go all the way down like that.
May I ask you an interesting question? What was this ambitious project that took place at negative 1,000, negative 230?
What's that?
What was this ambitious project that took place at negative 1,000, negative 230? What was the meaning behind this structure?
TP at S to Bad Boy Troy. Oh, this. So basically, I built a bunch of houses based on this one that NASCAR made a long, long time ago. And I liked the design of it so much that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build the biggest thing I've ever seen using nothing but the design, but just on a larger scale. Now, I could take a structure block and just finish it, but I have to remember how the garage doors were because they used to be on either side, and I forget what it looks like. And I get it. There's a lot of example, for what the walls look like, and I get it. It just repeats and repeats, but in terms of specifically where things start and end, and when it changes to having the garage door look and stuff, that is not present here, I have no idea how the house is supposed to finish and look complete.
Anywho, I think I'm gonna go do my kitchen, and then I'm probably gonna get off.
Okay.
Far past my bedtime. It's a pretty cool modern looking house.
Which one?
No interior. Right
Oh,
next to it.
this one. Yeah, so I don't know. I asked someone about this house when I first built it, and I said, "Is it overkill?" And well, they said, "Yeah." But let me show you the influence because it's a much better house, I would say. Now, I do like that one a lot. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done what I did. But it basically takes the like stunning style of it, and it just emphasizes it the whole time, obviously, because when you go to see this house, you're going to see why this one is better pretty much immediately, because there's a bit of that house, and then there's something else. So I'll just bring you to me.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
So as you can see, here's the striking part, but then here's the break from it. That's why this house looks a lot better. You have that combination of daring and bold and modern mixed with a little bit of classic while retaining a modern look. And then over here, the roof kind of expands out. Next thing you know, you have that. Now, if I were to redo this house in any way, I would just simply scoop that over a little bit and we'd be on our way. That's all I would do. Huh?
I'm just talking to Ryan. Ryan, you want to join me or no?
Sure.
Alright, well.
I don't get it. They just keep... Bruh.
Disconnect me?
Disconnect.
Wait, what?
Troy, go to the other server. Let me see if I can find the channel for it.
Wait, Ryan, did you disconnect me?
No.
Right.
Troy, go to public chat number 1. Did they move up?
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
No, I have no idea what server it's in.
The one that
Oh,
Blizzard
is that-
made. There we go. We're safe. And we're getting interrupted by them. Because they just want to play other games. Like, they're not even interested in Minecraft. So, like, what are they doing on a Minecraft stream?
Okay, so furnace.
Yeah, I mean, I can fly over this house a million times and it'll still look good. Use beds. No use beds for it. Trust me, he does his own scripts. Dude, your chat interactions literally bother me to no end. Okay, look. I don't talk to my viewers too much because I'm playing a game. You're here to watch me play a game, right? Oh, hey, what was your name? Emily. What's up? You know, if you can still play Bedrock Edition, you can hop on. But I don't know. But yeah, this is PC, but if we switch over to PS4, this is how I'm still hosting the world. But yeah, PS4 has Bedrock Edition, if you weren't aware. So, if you have anything that plays Bedrock Edition, you can join the PS4 world. Because PS4 has Bedrock. So, there's that. I don't know, one of my PlayStation friends from God knows when. Just to provide some context. Yeah, for sure. I work tomorrow, and I actually get off an hour earlier. I got off at 9 Eastern time tonight. Tomorrow I get off at 8. And then Wednesday I go in 30 minutes later at 2:30. But I get off at 10. Thursday is like the worst one because it's a 2 to 10. But then the following day it's a 2 to 9. So basically I end my work week with my shift from just a matter of hours ago. But it gets a little worse, and it gets a little better, then it gets worse, and it gets even worse, and it goes back to just something that's whatever. I don't mind the 2 to 9. The 2 to 9 shift is pretty good. You go in pretty late, you get home pretty early. But 2 to 8 is definitely the best one, because while you don't make as much, you do get the best hours. You know, you don't have to sit there and wait for yet another hour to go by. And you get to go in pretty, not too late, but, you know, late enough that, you know, you can still get off at 8 and get a lunch. That's the other thing. Because all you need is 5.5 hours to get a lunch break. So if I do 6 hours, I only have to work for 5.5 hours. Instead of going in and working for 5 hours with only a 10-minute break. So that's the grocery store life for you. Whoa, hold on. I got an idea. That is so much better than that, and I'm sorry for breaking that. But why don't you just stick your ovens right there? Oh, what is this? Barrel. What are the barrels for? Your mic's muted.
You know those water things that you put like the 5-gallon jug on top of the thing and it like pours through. You know what I'm talking about? That's
What,
what
like
this one
a-
over here was supposed to be.
Oh, a Primo water?
Yeah.
Why don't you put your fridge right here and then
I was thinking it would fit nice in this slot back here.
you should have moved it over one then. Can't really do that because that'll mess with your staircase. Oh, hold on. I got an even better idea. What if... wait a minute. I mean, you could put your ovens back here. And then we could take out all of that for most of it, I guess. Oh, actually, it's kind of fine where it was, I guess. It was kind of fine where it was, I suppose. But to kind of get rid of my pet peeve, frame it. Like, if you're going to insist on it being over here, at least frame it, you know? So that way you have to put that size fridge in the slot.
And then
Oh, get pressure plates, preferably stone. And I'm going to run out to the street and I'm going to grab a... or I'm going to pick block the little border thing. Where I still can't decide if it's a sidewalk or not. And I'm going to put a range right here. That clashes too much. We can't do that one. Well, alternate. We can do an alternate range. But that's just temporary because I'm going to go grab material for an actual one. Yeah, I'm too lazy to pick it out, but, you know, I feel like if I just fly over here, pick block it, and then go straight back to him, that would have been a lot quicker. Oh, it's because the ceiling's too high. That won't make any sense. And then again, we could do that. Okay, I also want to suggest one other thing. So, for your countertops, is there another color that would look nice?
either this or like a light gray. I mean, I don't feel like we should go with any like abstract bright color.
I
Not
would go
bright,
with
but,
a...
like,
I was thinking dark gray, specifically. So where is dark gray? Because what I was thinking is... I get it, there's a lot of gray in here, but you also don't want to match your floors so closely. And I get it, carpet and quartz are not the same thing, but at the same time, this isn't the same shade of gray, and you want things like the range and the floor to be the things that stand out, and then anything that's like kind of wherever you look, you know, when it comes to walls and countertops, I don't know. I think it's a smoother transition because you go from dark, instead of going from dark to light to some form of dark, it's just constant dark. And then your floor is the pop, the contrast, the difference. And then up against the wall, You know, you don't want to do smooth stone like this because, well, it matches too much. Though, we could try something else. I could actually take a slab. Maybe we could do something like this. Oh, whoops, wrong one. We could do something like that, where it kind of goes with, like, I'm not saying it goes with it exactly or anything, but it kind of goes with the end stone. Because they're both like that brown theme, I guess. Tan, brown, whatever. That could be like the little, you know, pop factor. Now, I wish you did not do stone for your ceiling. I wish you did snow. Not only that, I wish your ceiling was a bit lower just because that way I could put in snow. And then that way the range would look a lot better.
The snow looks so weird though, the texture.
Well, it's supposed to give it like a, not quite a popcorn ceiling or anything like that. Because, I mean, I have popcorn ceilings. I don't mind them. I know people say they're ugly and stuff. I really don't care because I'm not looking at my ceiling all the time. Not only that, I'm not really looking to change the color of it. And I don't mind the texture. You know, at least it's not like I'm looking at walls everywhere I look. You know, there's carpet, there's a ceiling, and then there's walls. I don't want anything in those three categories to overlap.
How about like this? That would be a beautiful ceiling.
What, the sunshine? I don't think so. You should try to publish your world when you're finished with it. I am not publishing my world. What if you put a pillar on the middle furnace? Like on one of those old ovens.
Like a brick oven?
I guess some sort of classic oven. I mean, we're going for a house, and we actually figured out the year that this was supposed to be built in. So yeah, if you watched the live stream earlier, I was just spamming keys, and whichever one was first, I just ended up sticking with 92. But this house is supposed to be built in 1992. So I can tell you for a fact, given my house is built in 1993, that they did not have stuff like that in there.
Oh, I mean, if you're big on being a chef, it'd be like special.
Or you're big on being classic. Like, you're into the old style of everything. Like, that would make sense. I don't know. I know there's better shaders out there. I'm just having the hardest time trying to like it, and I can't figure out why. Like, I really don't hate it, but I'm just having a hard time liking it. Because I know what it's doing is good. But there's just something about it I don't like. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take care of it real quick. Because, I mean, again, I'll recommend it to someone who's looking for a quality shader. It's not bad for that, but I don't know. I think it's just a personal preference, and I miss the natural, like, the way Mojang intended it to be.
Can I replace the fence?
With what?
Like,
the new one?
The spruce, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna have to place each individual block one by one.
I know, I'm already beginning to destroy the old fence.
I don't know. It just looks normal. Like, although it looks kind of like it's afternoon instead of evening. Let me do time add like now it kind of makes sense. It looks kind of like 1 o'clock, maybe 2. I mean, I guess we could leave it all the way up to the street. Why not? Here, I'll just fill in the gaps. Keep going.
I hate that. If you just hold it down, it decides to go sideways sometimes.
Yeah, console edition actually did not do that. It only did it if you were looking at the block a certain way, where it made sense. That's actually one of the drawbacks of Bedrock specifically. That was not an issue before. That's why all my fences look so good, you know, prior to Bedrock. It's because you could do that, but...
Leaves did you use?
Spruce.
Oh, okay. Was it only 2 tall? Or like, yeah, 2 tall leaves?
2 to 3, usually no more than 4. Like, it becomes looking, or it starts to look ridiculous when you go too tall because there's just not enough wood. And you don't want to add more wood because 1, it's ugly, 2, it's a pain, and 3, it's still ugly. Can't really do anything about that. Oh, you know what I just noticed? You're gonna have a fun time with this plot.
Why's that?
Look how big it is. So there used to be trees here. I actually had to put this fence back in. You can see where everything got cut off. But yeah, basically, long story short, there was a house here. In fact, it was actually a big house.
I'll go ahead and replace it.
Actually, I was gonna build just like a giant version of the 3 over there that have the dark gray and the andesite and the cobblestone. There's 3 of them right over here at the end of the runway.
I was thinking like a nice cottage with an artificial lake behind it.
If you can change the terrain to raise it up, so like you have to like walk up to the house, and again it changes in elevation, kind of like what Ashley did with her masterpiece. I don't know.
Her masterpiece
I
was.
hate that I had to screw her over, but like, have you seen her masterpiece?
No, I just said I have not.
I didn't hear you because I was talking. So basically, her masterpiece was the result of me screwing her over after 2 people came on and griefed her house.
Why'd people come on and grief her house?
Kate and Sam were jealous.
Is that why you now have trust issues?
Part of it. I trusted them with building mansions. They came on and built giant mansions and then built like not very good houses after that. Are you behind me?
Oh no, I'm doing my fence.
So let me show you her masterpiece. So I screwed Ashley really, really hard. Like over, I should say screwed over. I don't want it to come off the wrong way. I just realized that. But no, I screwed her over really, really hard when I said, sorry, I'm not going to revert my world, even though she had a masterpiece house here before. So she was like, oh, okay. No big deal. So she decided to build what you now see right here.
Teleportation would be cool.
I already did that.
Oh.
Again, it's fucking 2 a.m., so, like, whatever. I was like, yeah, I kind of don't care about your house. Just go ahead and, like, don't even, like, worry about it. She was like, oh, yeah. I'll just build a new house, and, yeah. This is her masterpiece. It's the best house in the server in terms of detail. She has custom trees, although she might have grown those. I'll be shocked if those aren't, like, hand-built. Because, like, these are some pretty lucky trees.
They are. Dark spruce can't grow, that's all.
Yeah, they're probably custom. She even has a trampoline and a basketball half court. Tasteful growth of the grass. Tasteful, you know, pathway. You know, that's not, like, connected constantly. There used to be a fire right here back when you had to, like, use beds and armor stands, but I'm just gonna put a campfire here now. I'm gonna do her house justice by putting what was supposed to be there back, but in the right form. She has dual car garages. Probably need to make the doors a little bit wider, you know, to accommodate fatter cars, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really want to touch it because it's just so perfect. For what she was trying to accomplish, this is perfect. I don't think there's anything better that you could have done, that she could have done. Because I really do think she gave it her best. And she does have her own city world. And now, yeah, she did kind of, like, cheat a little bit when it comes to making it as good as it is by basically not doing hardly any of the interiors from what I remember. Otherwise, I'm thinking of someone else's world. But to kind of make up for that, every single exterior looks fantastic. And she has, like, this completely unrelated to cities thing going on. It's like a giant castle type thing, cobblestone and medieval type stuff. It's just so stunning to look at. Like, she really does have my favorite builder spot. Again, excluding me, because I think I'm a good builder. Not trying to, like, put myself up on, you know, the first place pedestal, but or well, whatever the fuck it is, first place box or whatever, soapbox, I don't know what you want to call it, but whatever it is, I guess the podium, I don't know. No, it's not a podium, it's a pedestal probably. I don't know. And 2 a.m., my brain's pretty much done for the night.
I'm about to hit property hop off.
Yeah.
As soon as I find my house again. I think I'm close. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, see ya.
Yeah, see you, dude. As for the live stream, how many minutes am I into it? So, 95 minutes. I'm not really doing much in the world other than just flying around and letting everyone get a good look at it. So, if you enjoyed the live stream, be sure to leave it a like. I think I'm just going to go and wrap it up because there's not really much going on. Probably going to go work on 5M stuff. I got some ideas for the 5M server. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, like I said, be sure to leave a like rating. Be sure to get subscribed, leave comments. And yeah, what I said about Ashley came out completely wrong. So please understand that I did correct it. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Also, be sure to join discord.me/Kale. That is my official Discord link. So, catch you guys later. Take care. Oh, and we'll do one more, like, fly by this house, I guess.